Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I want to welcome you. So guys, this video is just the start of my room makeover. So this part is just the beginning. I want to give you guys a quick overview of what the room looks like now and what my plans are, and then kind of see where it all goes from here. Most of my major production is done for the year. This is mid-November. And I really wanted to have my room started around Thanksgiving. The plan, first and foremost, is the carpet's going. It is gone, guys. And what we find underneath the carpet is going to play a big role in what we do with this floor and with the floor out in the main basement area. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm going to be painting. So my side walls, I don't know, you'll see them in a second, are this like off-white and it's a very matte white and it just looks dingy. And I think it's just a paint color. I don't think it's actually dingy. I mean, it might be a little bit from dust flying, but I think it's mostly just this paint color just looks kind of dingy and not pleasant. So I want to put a different color on here and also make sure that the paint I choose is quite washable. The blue, although I do love this blue so much, love this blue, guys. I think I'm going to change it to my new brand colors, which is more of a green teal, a green tone teal and coral. So I think I'm going to put the green as best as I can match it on the wall. I don't know if I'm going to do all 4 walls in that green or 2 or 1. I don't know yet what I'm going to do there. The cabinets are coming out and these cabinets are getting painted as well. When I put these cabinets in, I think I just threw some cheap Walmart paint on them, and again, they look dingy. I want a really nicer, brighter white paint that's very washable. Everything else is staying the same in this room. I will be updating my organization, and so let's take a quick view of the room and I'll give you my thoughts on what I'm going to do with just everything else once we get things being put back in here. So hang on just a second. My lapel broke, so I'm having to carry around my microphone. These shelves are coming back. I have thought about painting them a different color. I haven't really decided if I'm going to paint those a different color or not, or just leave them black. The problem is that black, let me show you, real world, guys. Do you see that dust? Look at that. Look at that dust. The black shows the dust so much. These are going to stay. I'm going to keep this as my fragrance oil. I'm going to keep that one as my color. This gray cabinet, I believe, is going to come back right where it's at. I do keep some products in here, and I am going to take this and not have any products in this room whatsoever. All of the products are going to leave the room. So this is going to be more for ingredients and maybe my pitchers and bowls and different things like that. This cabinet is going to probably come back right where it's at. It houses all of my other ingredients. And I've already moved my wax melt fragrances over here on this shelf. I think that's going to be a lot better than where they were. This shelf is pretty much stay the same, but I have decided to remove all of these jars. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I have a plan for all of these, and that's going to just make more room for my containers. And guys, look. So see all of my labels that I created? These were in the pink color that my brand was. I'm going to change my labels, all of them, and I'm going to put them in my new brand colors so that my labels match my brand. I can be a little ridiculous. And lastly, guys, this I think is going to become very much my dedicated bath bomb making station. I kind of have my ArborPress over here, but I'm always moving it off of here. I'm going to move this and maybe put it over there on the green shelf. And I also want this to be like an area for me to have a computer. And I go up and down those steps so many times. It really does. I mean, it hurts sometimes at the end of the day. So it would be helpful if I had a computer here and I wouldn't have to keep running upstairs to check things out on either my software or my websites or whatever. So anyway, I want a dedicated computer space right here. Out in the main part of the basement. The lighting is not great out here, guys, so I apologize for that. This is gonna go, and so is this. These are two things I got from the hospital that I work at. I got them next to nothing, but they do look pretty janky, and they look they just don't look very nice. And it's time for me to get rid of them and put nicer shelving units in here, because this is where people will come to walk through to get to the living area in our basement. So these two things are gonna go. And big news, guys. Oh, this is gonna stay, of course. This is my soap drying rack my son Chase made me. Love it. I need to clean it. I'm gonna take it upstairs and maybe sand it down and clean it really well. And I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it, but it just needs cleaned. It's got soap pieces all over it. But that's gonna probably be moved down a little bit. As you can see, we have a pool table. We don't play pool. Our grandkids don't play pool anymore. So what does this pool table do for us? Well, it keeps my bath bombs. Or it's just my work table, really. And I do all of my shrink wrapping on my pool table. I dry my bath bombs on my pool table. We are giving this away this week. Somebody's coming to get it. So I have to get my bath bombs wrapped today and ready to go so they can pick this up sometime this week. So I'm out of a workbench. So I am also, since this is going to go, I'm also going to try to find a workbench for along this wall that I can actually do the wrapping of my bath bombs and different things like that. I may bring my shipping back down here. That's upstairs right now. So I'm just up and down the stairs all the time. I'm getting way too old for that. So if I can bring my shipping down here as well, and have a spot for that, that would be helpful. So I will probably do that along this back wall, and then make more room for our treadmill. So here, let me show you this, guys. So we have this wall here, right? And it's pretty well in line with these two posts. So basically what I want to do is I want to take the carpet up along this imaginary wall. So this is where we watch TV or the kids hang out, all that good stuff. So I want to keep that carpet, but all from this bulkhead this way, I want to take the carpet up and I want to make it just one floor. I want to do the bathroom. I want to do this little corner over here, which doesn't have carpet. It's weird. So let's go back in the other room where there's better lighting. I'll be right back. All right, so there's a quick before. I'll try to make that fairly quick. If you want to see a full-on room tour as it pretty much is right now, I'll link that above, and maybe at the end I'll figure it out. I'm hot all of a sudden. Hang on. I'll link that so you can see exactly what I have and where I have it and all of that good stuff. The biggest question mark is the floors. Originally, I was going to put linoleum down, but I would really like to maybe do staining or epoxy. I would really like epoxy, but that is pretty expensive. So it really just depends on the shape of the floors once we pull this carpet up. It is glued to the floor. So not only is it going to be very difficult to rip off the floor, but getting all that glue off the floor is going to be something that's a big question mark in our mind. So we're going to use this room as our kind of like our test to see how it all goes. If it's easy. So I guess what I'm trying to say, if this is very, very difficult and the floor doesn't come nice and smooth, we may just leave the carpet out in the other room. I haven't decided yet, but I have a bathroom across the hall. I have where my little janky shelving unit is. There's a floor there that's not carpet. So I have a floor in my bathroom across the hall. I have the carpet in between this room and the bathroom. So I told my husband, I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4 different floorings. If you count the stairs, that's 5 different floors in eyesight. Drives me crazy. I don't want 5 different floors. So if I can get all of this done, the bathroom, that little corner, and that whole half of that room, I would think it would look so much better. So this is our test environment. If it doesn't look very good, it's just, we can shut the door. It's not that huge make or break type of thing. If this doesn't look very good. So anyway, that's where we're at now. First things first is emptying this room of all of this stuff in here and pulling up the carpet. So more to come. All right, guys. Well, it has been 2 or 3 weeks now since I emptied out this room. We have the walls painted. And I don't think the lighting is going to be very good in here in this current environment, and it's very echoey in here with nothing in here. I was really worried about this paint color, guys. It was like, you know, that moment, what have I done? And I'm not scared of painting. So if I really, really hate it, I'll repaint it. But getting the countertops and the cabinets back in here, I think I'm going to live with it for a while, put my shelving up, and I think it will kind of like not be so in your face. I like the color. It's just a lot. Let me bring the camera up. So it's a mess right now. I'm starting to bring everything back in. I have not quite all the cabinets done over here. I'm relabeling everything, organizing, and then here's the floor. So far, I did have to go to the LVT planks. I didn't really want the planks, guys. I didn't want the seams, but when I do my final walkthrough, I'll talk to you more about the decision making on that because it's just so echoey in here. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick view of the rest of the basement. Guys, it is a mess in here. It is a mess, but my husband, I will say, is quite impressed with all the stuff I could fit in that one little room. He didn't know I had such talent. I have this drop cloth. I've been painting the shelves and redoing some of that just to freshen them up. All right, we will come back when there's more to see. All right, guys, it has been another week or two, and the floors are done in here. The trim has been put down. So my son came over last night, Chase, and helped do the trim. I have a couple little spots that I have to touch up. Let me pull you around this other way. So we also went ahead and got these shelves in because I don't think I could have, I just don't have it in me to move that gray cabinet. But so far everything's coming in nicely. Like I said before, it's pretty much going to be in the same spot. The color, the color is growing on me. I need to get some shelves up to help with the color. Right now, I'm just washing everything. I'm running everything through the dishwasher, all my pots and pans and bowls and utensils and everything, just to sanitize everything before it comes back in here. And making sure everything's clean before I put them on the shelf, relabeling everything. That's where I'm at now. It's December 10th. We started the weekend of Thanksgiving, I think, is when we started that weekend. That Friday, maybe. So I'll just keep plugging away and maybe give you another update when there's maybe better lighting and I have my shelves back on the wall, because I think the fragrance oils are going to be the hardest thing, the most time consuming thing that I'm going to be bringing back in here, is going through all those fragrance oils. All right, guys, I am almost done in this room. It does feel a little echoey in here right now. I don't know why. It feels a little more echoey to me in here, but everything's back in here for the most part. I have a few organizing things to do, but for the most part, 95% I'm done, maybe even 97. Just a few extra little things I need to do. Very happy with it. The wall, I think I'm gonna really like it. It's different, it's brighter, but I wanna know what you think if it's blue or green, because everybody has a different opinion whether that's a blue or green wall. So what do you think? Let me know down below. I'm really excited to get back down here and make things. I do think I'm going to be making some lip balms this afternoon and a couple other things maybe if I have time, but I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to stress over it. If I don't get to it, I don't get to it. It's like Christmas vacation right now. Speaking of Christmas, we had our family get together, and God love them, my boys, and and Michael, he's practically my son anyway. So Chase, Tanner, and Michael were over, and their girlfriends and wives came down here, and they ripped up the carpet in this other half of the basement for us. So Casey was over here, my grandson, he was helping rip up. Casey's gonna come over this week and start scraping the glue off the floor so we can really get started in this other part of the basement so that I really can finish everything. But let me give you a quick eye shot of the current state of the basement. Carpet is still here. We haven't had a chance to take it upstairs, but that carpet is stained. And then all of this floor, the glue has to come off. There's that little corner where it doesn't have carpet. That needs, we're just gonna go right over the top of that. All right, so that's the basement's current setup. I am just going to close for now, and then when it's completely done, I'll give you guys a nice long tour. I'm sure it'll be long. I'll give you a tour of the whole 2 spaces and where everything's gonna fall and be and how I'm gonna utilize the space. But until then, I'm gonna get busy. So thanks for watching. If you did, appreciate that. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.